Round 1 in the Western Conference begins. The Suns understand this is only the beginning. A long road lies ahead. They start out the series on hostile ground as they square off against the Memphis Grizzlies. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with O'Neal. And it's Plumlee in at the center. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson, and it's Williams at the 3 slot. Take a look at the Grizzlies. And you know, Greg, they've worked so hard to establish home court advantage, and they may need it having drawn a brutal opponent here in round 1.
Not much of a reward for the season that they just had. You know, many prognosticators think this series could go either way. That makes it crucially important for them to take this first game.
But they're just so happy to be here, right? All the season, all the practices and games, just to be here is such a reward.
A lot of excitement, but also a certain level of anxiety.
Here's Morant. The Suns getting the bucket. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson's ability to both dive to the rim as well as pop out for a jump shot makes him an excellent partner in the pick and roll.
And finished off by KD.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Well, that's the kind of aggressive play you want to see from Jaren Jackson.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Jackson no good on that one.
Well, the son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. plays the game with great instincts, particularly on the defensive end. You can see he learned the game growing up.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. And so it's Memphis with it after the Suns pick up 2. Outside Beal. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Pass to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Outside, Beal. The dunk and the foul. Powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the night here. No good for Beal.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Aldama passes to Williams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Aldama. Rocket 6. It's Morant in the corner. From the wing. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
If you look at the breakdown, Morant's as efficient as anyone. He's the ball handler in the pick and roll.
To the paint. And the rejection by Jackson. Bain passes to Aldama. Oh, good with the triple.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Offensive rebound. And he gets it to go.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. It's Jackson with the drive. It's hauled in by the Suns. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable, force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Beal. The Grizzlies making the shot. And the dunk by Booker.
And getting physical with his play. Booker just attacking the hoop.
Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Bain. Here's Aldama. Here's Jackson. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Right side, O'Neal over Williams. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Booker. And so here's Memphis. 4-point game. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. O'Neal with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Beal kicks to Booker to the left side wing. Here's Plumlee. They get it back. O'Neal outside. Morant against Booker. Off target with his 3.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Bain finds Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
That's a great pass. Offensively, Bain's the total package.
Outside, Beal. KD looking around. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Aldama. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Goodwin's checked in for Bain. And for the Suns, Bol, he's checked in for Plumlee. And it's Cody Martin in for Royce O'Neal. Martin dishes the Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Pass to Goodwin. Here's Jackson. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Phoenix has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Now here's Beal. Now here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Morant. 6 points for him. Off target from outside.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Bol. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Bol.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Pass to Aldama. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Booker the pass to Bol. Now Martin. And here's Booker. Connects from three-point range. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Booker against Morant. And there's the try. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Yeah, when Morant gets a step to the hoop, he's looking to drop the hammer on him.
Now here's Booker. He has 5. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So for the Suns, Micic, he's checked in for Bradley Beal, and Jones subbed in for Devin Booker. Morant against Jones. Bagley sets a screen for Morant. Inside. And Bol sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Bol uses it to perfection to block shots.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Fires from deep. Goodwin, good.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Suns leading by 3. Durant with it. Takes it inside. And KD throws it down.
He's just too long and lanky. Durant can go through you or around on the inside.
Goodwin feeling it out. Bagley against Bull. 5 on the clock. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Durant for 3. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
.105 left to play in the first. Driving inside. Bull. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, "Get the ball inside," and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
And so Bull nails both of them.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And finished off by Morant.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's KD. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 8.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Jones against Morant. Pass to Bagley. Here's LaRavia. No scoring in this one. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Here's LaRavia. Now Morant from the arc. That one no good. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. We're feeling very confident shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
On the court for the Suns, we've got Tyus Jones. Bull out there with O'Neal. Then there's Cody Martin. And it's Micic in at the shooting guard position. Bull can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Outside, Bain. Pass to Morant. Back to Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. There's Micic, guarded by Bain. For the 3. Micic can't hit.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's O'Neal. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Beal's checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Jones. And here's Booker from the arc. That shot off.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Morant outside. Down low. Stolen by Martin. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up and finished off by Martin.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Morant trying. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
Now, here is O'Neal. Going inside, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Clark, a screen on Booker. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Well, yeah, there's that explosiveness we talk about with Morant. He gets off the floor with such ease.
Outside, Beal. With the drive. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Vince Williams is checked in for Memphis. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Phoenix. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Aldama. Bain sets the screen for Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Brandon Clark. Free throw good, Booker.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Jackson with the screen. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. Devin Booker soaring in.
And showing off a little with the handles there. Man, is Booker fun to watch.
Outside, Bain. Sweet move. Pass to Jackson, and it's in there. 8 points for Jaren Jackson.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And he's got his first chance at the line here. good from Plumlee. And here's Morant. He's got 16. There's a screen by Aldama. Inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's the break. Here's Booker. The break finished off by Devin Booker.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Plumlee with a screen on Morant. Here's Booker. And the rejection by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Bane kicks to Williams. On the wing, Bane. He's covered by Beal. Shot clock at 6. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Bane.
Yeah, Bane is dangerous from three-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
Booker finds Beal. Now here's Booker. 14 points for him. And the dunk by Booker.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Now here's Morant. He's got 16. Aldama passes to Williams. Morant outside. And the three off target.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And Booker kicks to O'Neal. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Bane pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Not settling for a jump shot. Bane right at the rim.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Some changes for Memphis. Marvin Bagley comes in for Santi Aldama. And Goodwin subbed in for Morant. And for the Suns, Kevin Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Morris subbed in for Booker. Here's Morris. Here's the lob to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Now, here's Goodwin, covered by Morris. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Goodwin.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Outside, KD. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got 13.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside, Bane. To the paint, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an athlete, a big man with some big-time hops.
Plumlee with a screen on Bagley. Here's Durant. Oh, Kevin Durant, thunderous slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Plumlee.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
The wide open look for Plumlee. A three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Now Goodwin. He has 7. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Goodwin's got 9 points.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Here's Plumlee, and he drives in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Jackson a sprint on Morris. On the wing, Bain. Offensive rebound. Jackson misses. Phoenix leading by 14. And here's Morris for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Morris has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Now here's Goodwin, covered by Morris. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Durant against Bagley. Plumlee with a screen on Bagley. Durant down the lane. And then Durant with the dunk.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Pass to Goodwin. There's the drive. And then Goodwin with the dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's KD. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Bagley. With some arc, and Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? A terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Here's Bain. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's 11 points for Desmond Bain.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And it's Beal in the corner. Over Bain. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Welcome, folks. Game 1 and a big deficit right now for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Phoenix leading by 15. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Williams is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Jackson in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. KD can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Good. Aldama's got the first field goal of the second half for the Grizzlies.
Well, Aldama's size makes attacking from right under the hoop an easy option.
Beal, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Jaren Jackson. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And now a veteran in this league, Beal is hungry to compete for championships at this stage of his career.
Morant passes to Williams. Back to Morant. No good from outside.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Beal from long range. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 16. The kick out to Williams. Shoots the three, and it's KD with the rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The tray. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Buries it from three-point range.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. Good to see him being effective off the ball.
O'Neal outside. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Morant throws it down.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Here's KD. Goes back up. Here's Plumlee. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, Beal. Over Bane. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Such a great score. Defense overreacts on Beal there.
The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he can't get the first one. And Memphis making a change here. Laravia's checked in. And a change for the Suns. Bol, he's checked in for Plumlee. Good on the second free throw. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Morant against Booker. Pass to Laravia. Clock at 6. Now Jackson. Bol covering. Floats one. Phoenix grabs the miss. 17 points was their biggest Durant dishes to Booker. Lets it go from deep, and Durant gets it to go. The assist from Booker. Durant's got 23.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Aldama passes to Morant. Lets it go with a 3. Aldama can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside for Beal. Jacks up a 3. Bull tipped back in for 2. Bull's got 10 points.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Pass to LaRavia. Here's Bain. He's covered by Beal. Morant outside. And again, Memphis no good. Suns leading by 17. Bull dishes to Beal. And here's Booker. Back to Beal. Driving in and finished off by Beal.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
Pass to Aldama. Looking to end the run. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 9th assist in the game now. Morant against Booker. Bull setting the pick for Booker. For 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson down low. O'Neal's there. Outside, Bain. From the low block. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. To the inside. Here's KD.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 16. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Over Booker. And Bull pulls it down.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Gigi Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And Goodwin subbed in for Bain. Micic, he's checked in for the Suns. Jones comes in for O'Neal. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Here's Morant. And Bull sends it back. And up the court come the Suns on the break. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Martin's checked in for the Suns. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Morant with it. He's got 21. Here's LaRavia. 5 to shoot. Pass to Jackson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there.
Morant passes to LaRavia. Memphis moving it around. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Outside, KD, all alone. And it's LaRavia with the rebound. LaRavia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The offensive rebound. And that one's good by Clark.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Screen by Durant. Here's Micic. That's tipped. And here's Jackson. Here's Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Outside Durant. Bol setting the pick for KD. Durant rising up.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Morant surveying the D. Pass to Clark. Here's LaRavia. Jackson has the open look. And a miss there on the triple. Suns leading by 14. Micic, the pass to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Morant outside. Pass to Clark. Here's LaRavia. Sinks the triple. LaRavia's got 5 points now this quarter.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Williams, he's checked in for Memphis. And the Suns making a change here as well. Plumlee's checked in. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And KD's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Plumlee with the screen. And finished off by KD.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Pass to Williams. Goodwin with it. Jackson a screen on Jones. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Outside, KD. Plumlee sets the pick for KD. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Grizzlies making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 14. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Clark outside. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's Micic. Still scoreless. Plumlee with a screen on Jackson. Here's Micic, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Clark outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. And he converts the layup. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Now, here's Goodwin, defended by Jones. Pass to Bagley. Clark outside. Now Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got 8.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
The speed and the commitment from Durant sets his sights on the bucket and not to be denied.
Now here's Goodwin. Outside Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Phoenix. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision-making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Setting the floor for the Suns. They've got Royce O'Neal, Booker out there with Jones. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Beal in at the small forward.
Yeah, just so many ways Morant can create.
Phoenix leading by 14. O'Neal sets the screen for Booker. To the paint, stolen by Jackson. Here's Bain. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
Outside, Jones. Booker against Bain. Booker looking around. On the drive, Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Excellent footwork there. Booker, so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Misses the layup. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Morant, that's for 2. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Inside, here's Jackson, and Jackson. Throws it down hard.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Outside, O'Neal. Outside, Bain. Here's Morant. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Morant kicks to Clark. Booker against Bain. Pass to Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Booker finds Beal. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So both teams making some changes here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Beal against Payne, and Beal kicks to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Driving the lane, and the dunk by Booker.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
Morant passes to LaRavia. Here's the teardrop. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now Morant. Into the... Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Yeah, Morant uses his incredible body control to work through that contact.
The shot comes out. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Payne drives in.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Payne against Beal. Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. A kick out to O'Neal. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 4 assists in the game.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Back to Morant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Suns leading by 15. Booker draws the double. There's O'Neal with the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. KD, a screen on Morant. From downtown, Booker no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And Memphis turns it over again. Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to O'Neal. And it's Beal in the corner. Payne with the steal. Here's LaRavia. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Outside, Beal. KD on the wing. Back to Beal. O'Neal looking around. Shot clock at 5. We have a step back. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant dishes to Jackson. Aldama. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, Aldama can stretch the floor for you when the big man finds quality openings at the arc.
Plumlee, the pass to O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Outside, Bane. Going inside. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, he's a bona fide 20-point-per-game scorer. Desmond Bane's been terrific tonight. I'd keep going, too.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Morant against Booker. Pass to LaRavia. No good on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Beal. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
It's Morant with the cross, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Pass to Aldama. In the corner, it's Bane. Shoots over Beal, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Suns leading by 14. And the dunk by Booker.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
They get the rebound. There's the triple. Aldama can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. The three-pointer, no good. Memphis has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. To the inside. Outside, Bane. Booker against Morant. Snatched up.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And there's Bane. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game. 1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Here's Morant. And it's a great finish! Oh!
Oh, my.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
And for the Suns, they're shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for Phoenix.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for Game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for KD.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Morant against Booker. There's O'Neal with the three. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 17.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical.
Thank you for that, David. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could...